What's going on, guys? It's Stock Picks by Tim, and in this video I'm going to just look at the overall market, show you what I've been watching lately, and I'm also going to give you some potential plays for next week. We do have some legislation coming that could affect some stocks in a particular sector. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to look over Bitcoin and a recent article that's actually really interesting. And don't forget to check out all the links below, hit the like, subscribe, you know the drill. Let's get right into it. Now, starting off with TradingView's heat map, you'll see that in general we are pretty green today. Meanwhile, small caps are actually relatively flat. They are starting to turn around, but in general, it is a pretty flat day for small caps. But the overall market, mid caps, larger caps, definitely seem to be doing pretty good today. Nice to see on a Friday. So the legislation I was talking about earlier is this chip bill that helps us be more competitive with China, essentially. And I'll leave you guys the article below, but the bill could at least include billions in funding for semiconductor manufacturing and an investment tax credit from another chip manufacturing bill. And a floor vote could come in as early as Tuesday. So I'm going to go over just a quick couple of stocks that I'm going to be watching for and play some potential breakouts on them. And one such stock is going to be AMD Advanced Micro Devices. So I'm not trying to speculate or debate about where this money is going to go or anything. I'm just literally going to play the potential hype that could come in if day traders start piling in. Now, looking at AMD, we do have a clear breakout at about 80. If we go past 80 specifically, I want to see it break past 80.50. If it breaks past 80.50, then I would go long and play that breakout. But looking at AMD, it has been a nice uptrend, and its last low was the 5th of July. And since then, it has been slowly creating higher lows. But you can see right here, we just have this resistance point. We need to break out of that, and then it's going to push farther. I think next week it can do that. Now, I think AMD would be an easier play for next week, but nvda is also a possibility. And I'd want to see it break about 160. And that is a bit out from here. So another potential place to scalp, you'd want to play a quick breakout on about 157 and then get out before the break of 160. You don't want to just ride it through all the way up or all the way down if you're playing breakouts to the downside. You want to play the certain levels, get in and get out, and then continue to adjust to what the chart is telling you. But I do see a potential breakout of 160 next week, and at the very least a breakout of 157 to a resistance of 160. Now, on the inverse, playing a short I think would definitely be a bit of a risk with this one, because there are a lot of very close levels. You could definitely scalp and just be very quick to take profit, and this is definitely the market to do that, so you might want to consider that anyways. But are you guys planning on playing any chip stocks because of this legislation coming? Let me know in the comments below. And what other stocks are you planning on playing next week? Alright, now let's go into a recent article regarding Bitcoin. I think it's pretty interesting, and I will leave you this article below, but the headline says, "The Fed recognizes Bitcoin's Lightning Network innovation." This didn't come directly out of Jerome Powell's mouth. This came from the Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland, and it basically goes over how the Lightning Network works, transaction throughput, it goes over network centralization and market liquidity. And they basically go over how through the use of LN or Lightning Network, it's possible to achieve throughput of an estimated 1 million transactions per second, and in contrast, Visa processes about 1,700 transactions. They also go into centralization, and they've actually found that it's becoming more centralized. And also they talk about market liquidity and how Lightning Network adoption can result in lower blockchain congestion, which can also smooth out any price differences between different exchanges. Now, looking at Bitcoin, it has been uptrending the last couple of days, and it did just test 21,000. But zooming out 1 month, you want to keep an eye on this upward pattern. We have been creating higher lows since about the 18th of June, and we want to make sure that this trend continues. But remember, in the end, we are inching closer and closer to the halving. Then, in my opinion, it's just a matter of time before Bitcoin gets its next leg up. But it is definitely an exercise of patience, and this isn't going to happen overnight. But you better believe I'll be here every step of the way. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.